Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Mukiele card to review today. So, we are taking a look at a card that is 6'2", medium work rates, right-footed with 3-star skill moves, a 3-star weak foot. In regards to his player traits, he has the early crosser trait, which can be very nice if you're using overcommitting fullbacks, especially with the way that the 4-1-2-2 works this year in regards to attacking-oriented fullbacks. In regards to his in-game attributes, he's got 85 acceleration with 93 sprint speed. Shooting presence, not really there. Passing on the card is okay. With his basic chemistry style, you're giving him improved stats, but it's probably not the chemistry style you would go with this card. Naturally playing in the fullback position. I'm kind of thinking of something at the top of my head right here, and we're going to see if it works afterwards on Footbin, because I'm kind of curious about it. But with the passing on the card, guys, it's okay. Dribbling on Mukiele's card is pretty solid, but the thing that we have to take a look at in regards to how he's going to perform in the game is his body type and his height, right? So he is a 6'2" player, and we are going to go ahead and check what his body type is. So he is a high and average body type, so that could essentially affect his dribbling a little bit in regards to a responsive build-up play, right? So the formation that we're going to be using to try out this Mukiele card is going to be the 4-1-2-2 because, again, it is the best formation to try out fullbacks in this game to see what they're like committing forward, coming back in the defense. It's a very interesting card because he's medium work rated, but there's two different things I'm going to consider with this card, and we're going to be taking a look at those things as well. But for the rest of the card, in regards to defending, his base card stats are pretty decent, but not over the top, right? So obviously you would have to give him a shadow chemistry style, a sentinel. Sentinel would be, I always forget where the, I probably already went over the card. Yeah, you could give him a sentinel chemistry style as well, or you could give him an anchor. So those are the three choices you can give this card in regards to where you want to use him. Now, for me personally, in regards to his physical stats, base-wise being very good, right? He's got 84 strength, 85 stamina, 96 jumping with 77 aggression. I feel like I want to boost this aggression a little bit, and I want to boost his pace a little bit. So I think this card is definitely going to be an anchor flex for sure. Now, the other thing that I was talking about in regards to where you could potentially use this card in is the center back position, right? Because a card like this with the anchor chemistry style on full chemistry actually looks all right. And having the pace to be able to, catch up to players in the center back positions could actually be very nice because there's some fullbacks that you could there's some fullbacks that you can start off in the center back position and then move them to the side on 7 chemistry, and they're perfectly fine, right? And Mukiele could be a really sick card to get. This is a great gameplay objective card, by the way. It's because of the different variables of Bundesliga, French player, and all that fun stuff, right? So a very interesting card, but I do want to try him out in both of the positions if possible. So the way that we are going to be lined up with Mukiele is only going to be the one formation, right? So we're going to be trying out the 4-1-2-2, right? 4-1-2-2 is a good formation to try out this card, like I said, because of the fullback review, essentially, right? We're going to be using a 4-1-2-2 with the long ball tactic. This set to 6. I would say the width can be spread out a little bit, maybe. We'll put long ball, and we'll just set this to 5. We'll play more aggressive-oriented FIFA with the width a little bit higher because it is the 4-1-2-2. We'll put that a little bit higher as well with balanced instructions. The formation, like I said, Mukiele will play in the right back position. I want to see what he's like pushing forward and coming back consistently to see whether or not he'll play that position well, because I want to see what he's like with his base characteristics first, so I can see whether or not with the chemistry style boost, whether he'll be a player that I want more pace on, more defending, more physical. It's all these things that you have to notice when trying out the card. So a cool gameplay objective card. Let's get into a game and see how he plays. This guy, I wonder if he's going to line up that way. Probably a 4-1-2-2. With Genie and Thiago Alcantara as a center mids. If Thiago Alcantara gets any sort of boost this year, he'd actually be really fun to use. Okay, guys, switch to the 4-1-2-2. Let's give him the ball. Let's see what this card's vibe is. Yeah, he limits himself sometimes because of his body type. You can see that he actually has a huge body type in game, so I feel like defensively as a fullback, that medium work rate is going to make this card more defensive-oriented, but we'll see what the vibes are, because you can see my fullback over here already overcommitting. You can see in that build-up play, he's actually not as attacking-oriented. He seems more defensive-oriented on the balance instruction, and that's because you have to understand that the way that your team is set up with the formation, like I have a 4-1-2-2 where my players can cover wide. So when that happens, your fullbacks will tend to stay back more often, right? So just food for thought with these types of cards. Mukiele is actually up top right here, playing with Witzel in this situation. Goes back into position really nicely. We'll go for that nice little driven cross. Very, very good driven cross, actually. Let's see over here if he starts to commit forward. It takes him a while, right? Medium work rates definitely takes him a while to push forward. So again, guys, if you use a player like this and you like to stay back while attacking instruction on him, he's definitely going to be more defensive-oriented for sure. You can see he's actually all the way at the bottom over here. Can win the ball in the air really nicely, which is great. That cross that he has, boys, is actually really, really deadly. It's very, very deadly, man. We're actually going to do something right here because I'm noticing a trend with the players in my team. Base pace stats. Base pace stats, see what his with defending is like here. His jockey's actually really nice. It's pretty smooth. I thought it would be a little bit more emphasized, but because his dribbling stats are actually nice, it's not bad at all. Good defending there with Mukiele as well. The card's really cool so far. I'm definitely going to be using this in one of my teams in the future, for sure.
Losing possession here.
There, he's a little bit more aggressive because Witzel's kind of like playing through the middle there.
Cutting off the supply.
Oh, good tackle, man. I tried to go for the shot right there, but because I lost the ball, it actually went for the tackle right there. So to make my fullbacks overcommit a little bit more, I want to put stay back while attacking. Or not stay back while attacking, excuse me. I just have to put cover center. And stay back while attacking, yeah, that would work perfectly, actually. Stay back while attacking, cover center. That way I can try to see if the fullbacks will make more runs. So far, guys, I can tell you so far, anchor chemistry style is probably the go-to with this card for sure. That's what I'm feeling so far. Mukiele was actually positioned there nicely. Again, guys, I don't have any chemistry style on the card. His defensive awareness part on the card doesn't seem to be such a big deal so far. Like it seems fine. His attacking AI is not bad as well, actually. Yeah, utilizes the side position without me telling him to. Interesting. Yeah, so when you have your center mids on stay center in regards to attacking, that's when you like really notice it a little bit more in regards to how your players move on the sides. Ooh, we'll try a shot anyways. He actually scores. The finishing is so different, guys. Like, even when you don't have, like, crazy shooting boosts, you could still score those types of opportunities. He was obviously offside right there, but his shot was really nice under pressure. Alright, guys, so halftime thoughts on the card so far. Yeah, I feel like he just needs a little bit of aggression on the card and a little bit of pace, obviously. So giving him the acceleration and sprint speed boost in that fullback position would be very helpful. On the balance instructions, he does actually push forward, but he comes back just as drastically, which is actually really nice. He almost feels... I wouldn't say he feels like a high, but he's kind of close to it. But the medium work rate specifically makes a lot of sense in the card so far.
And still looking for space.
Let's go, Mukiele.
Big opportunity.
Oh, wait. Defends and also goes right back into the play. Good. It's not like too emphasized when he does a tackle. This is definitely more of a defensive-oriented fullback than it is an attacking one, for sure. Like, even on the 4-1-2-2 instructions where I have stay center on the center mids, he definitely likes to linger back more than he likes to attack. Like, if you take a look at Schultz in this team, he keeps moving forward constantly, but Mukiele is a little bit more conservative in regards to attacking. So, again, guys, if you're looking for a good defensive-oriented fullback, Mukiele will definitely be your guy for sure. Okay, guys, so what I want to do now is I want to switch Mukiele to the center back position, and I just want to see how he's going to position himself. I'm going to put Klosterman there, Schultz on the other side with Hernandez, because Hernandez can somewhat play the left back position. I just want to see how Mukiele plays in the center back position.
After that, it's been really disappointing. Players are looking at each other. You've got to take control. You've got to take responsibility.
I mean, his tracking in that situation was perfectly fine. We'll just control CDM right here, just see what he's like defensively. Switch them immediately. Oh, don't block the general area right there, but he needs that defensive boost. The defensive boost is huge for this card, for sure. But yeah, guys, the card looks like he can be usable in the center back position so far. His positioning is fine. If you time your tackles right, he could be really cool to use there for sure. The big thing with this card, man, is the fact that he's got the physical body type, but his dribbling stats are actually really good with that physical body type, right? So he kind of, you know what this card basically is, man? If you guys like using a 3 at the back formation and you want to use him as your right center back, this card would be amazing for that position. Alright guys, so final verdict on this Mukiele card is that he's a pretty cool gameplay objective card to get. Now what I'm thinking, now hear me out on this, okay? What I'm thinking with this card to really fully utilize it is if you were to give him a shadow chemistry style, right? And you're playing him on 7 chemistry, this card could actually make for a very good right center back and a 3 at the back formation. That's kind of like what I'm thinking so far in regards to how he plays in game because of the medium work rates. He's got great pace on 7 chemistry. Dribbling stats are there. Passing is pretty decent for a center back. And then he has really good defensive and physical stats to be able to defend really nicely. So because he's kind of like a fullback in a center back position, I feel like that's where he's going to be best played for sure. But if you want to use him in the fullback position, anchor chemistry style is what I felt was missing on the card, right? The extra acceleration, sprint speed, but especially the physical and defensive stats is definitely what this card is missing. His dribbling is affected a little bit because of his 6'2" height and high and average body type for sure. You do feel it a little bit, but he definitely feels like one of those cards that are a really cool gameplay objective card to get. And the biggest thing is because of that nationality. French players are really cool to work with in FIFA. And the fact that this card got a very good defensive card is awesome because even as a fullback, if you like to have your fullbacks on stay back while attacking, he's definitely more defensive oriented than he is attacking oriented because of the fact that he doesn't have the high attacking work rates on the card. The medium attacking work rates, he doesn't play like a high. I will say that right now. He definitely doesn't. But as a stay back while attacking fullback, he looks really cool. And that's why I keep telling you guys, right center back, right back, that's where this card kind of belongs, man. It's just the way that he plays on the pitch. You really notice these things for sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.